What is up, everyone? It is your boy Lavon Cason back at it again with another video, and today I'm going to be doing a video reaction of this is how to ruin your YouTube career. Now, I can see this video, being, very useful for up and coming YouTubers or YouTubers that are, starting out fresh. So, let's begin watching the video.
This video is being brought to you by Cutting Edge Gamer. If you upgrade graphics cards often, Cutting Edge Gamer is the perfect option for you. Lease the newest graphics cards on the market, such as Nvidia's RTX 20 series, for a low monthly payment. Click the affiliate link below in the description to find out more.
With all of the drama going on YouTube, and with an idiot like me who has made many of the mistakes that I'm going to discuss on here, I'm going to give you 6 reasons, maybe more if I think of them as I'm recording this video, on how to ruin your YouTube career. If you don't want to ruin it, do exactly the opposite of what I'm saying. Let's get into it.
Skip it up and that up.
So, with many channels imploding over the past few years, more than a few years. Remember, go back to the days of Leafy and so on and so forth. I always see channels destroy themselves by making the same mistakes. Over and over and over.
Yeah.
I almost went down the same path, so I just want to make it abundantly clear that as I make this video, I am not standing on a...
And it can be real tough to get back up and get that YouTube career back and up and going as well.
Soapbox, because if it wasn't for me getting advice from the outside saying, hey Rich, if you keep doing the dumb crap you're doing, you're not going to have a YouTube career at all, I would have done the same thing and probably not been on YouTube anymore myself. And thankfully someone woke me up and made me realize that I was making terrible mistakes, because I would probably be working for UPS right now. That would be fun. Yay. Anyway,
I mean, the same could happen to any one of us YouTubers, We might have to go back to, regular day jobs. It might just happen.
Whenever I see these channels...
It could happen anytime, anywhere.
Explode or fall apart, so on and so forth. These are the mistakes I see them make. There may be more than the 6 I have written down here, and if I remember them as I'm talking...
Turn my TV off.
Other details that I leave out, but... usually it's these 6 things that I have here in my notes that make channels self-destruct. So let's begin. I'm trying not to name any names. I may say Boogie because I talked a video about Boogie recently, or I made a video about Boogie recently, and one of the examples I have here is regarding him, but I'm going to leave out other names because I'm not looking to have, bickering back and forth. And I do think people who watch my Boogie video realize that I wasn't making it from a malicious standpoint. I was talking to him like, hey Boogie, I've been there, I've been through what you're going through.
Okay.
This is what I did to stop it. It'll probably work for you too. But anyway, let's begin. So, one of the worst things you could do, and I've done this sparingly in the past before.
Tell us, Rich. Tell us.
Let your audience in on your personal problems. Here is the thing you have to realize. When people come to YouTube, including me, okay,
not everybody wants to, hear...
I don't want to come to
you
a YouTube
complain
channel
like that.
and hear someone else's issues. I have my own problems. You have your own problems. Everyone who watches your YouTube channel is dealing with personal struggles. It's life. That's how life is. You putting your personal burdens on them, whether it be with family or relationships or whatever the case may be, you're dissatisfied with how YouTube is going for you, people don't care, they don't want to hear it. You may get a spike in views initially because it is instinctual for people to gravitate towards drama initially, but then they're going to get sick of it and like, oh my god, I don't want to hear this guy complaining about it.
A lot of people, gravitate towards drama, especially in, this gaming community, but then the drama eventually wears off. So now you as the content creator is like, what do I do at this point? What the heck do I do? How do I expand my audience? How do I keep maintaining my audience? You ask yourself these questions.
And I see it time and time again where people just feel the need to try to garner sympathy from their audience, or maybe they're just so stressed out they feel they need to vent to the camera. If you become that channel that does that, you're going to destroy yourself. I've seen it countless times throughout the years. Before I even did YouTube as a job, I saw it, and I still see it now. Keep your personal problems to yourself, and secondly, you don't want your audience knowing them. How many, I always use as an example, granted he's still doing very well, but he gets trolled for this reason, is Dr. Disrespect. When he came out and spoke that he was unfaithful to his wife, I said that was a bad move, and he still gets trolled for it to this day. Keep your personal problems off the camera and just do what you do best on the camera and just entertain people.
Or inform people about the latest and greatest, gaming news that's, talking about the upcoming games or what's going on in the gaming industry.
All that other stuff to the side. I, from time to time on social media, when I was going through stuff, I was like, guys, I'm going through a struggle right now, and I wish I didn't do that. I really honestly do. No one needed to know my problems. Keep it off social media. Keep your personal problems off YouTube, because they will always come back to haunt you later on.
And some trolls will use that against you. Yeah.
Especially if you have haters and trolls out there, they're going to use what you said against you. Number 2, and I am not, hold on, let me just get my coffee, iced coffee with a ridiculously long straw. It's a pink straw too. Anyway, number 2, and I know people are going to presume names, but there's many people that have done this. When you ask for financial assistance with your financial problems, guess what 99.9% of the people of the world have? They have financial problems. They don't want to hear about yours. They don't want to hear that you're behind with your taxes. They don't want to hear that you can't pay your car payment. They don't want to hear any of that. Everyone has, most people I should say, have financial problems, especially if you're hinting at the fact that you want them to give you money. You want to destroy your career, do that. Don't talk about your financial issues, even if you're having them, even if you're behind on your taxes, even if you're behind on your car payment or your mortgage. Keep that crap off YouTube. That is not your audience's problem. Now look, I'm not talking about if you have a live stream and people give you super chats. I get that. That's fine. And I don't even ask for it. If people...
I've gotten super chats before. I definitely gotten one super chat before, but even when you trying to tell people, hey, if you want to support your channel, it's still a risk to, put your PayPal link because people are going to take it the wrong way. And they're going to be like, and what I mean is the viewers are going to be like, why should I really support you? Like, why should I, bring you money to support your channel? Like, why? Why? Like, screw you. That's what the viewers are going to be like, especially, the trolls and all those other people.
Want to donate and support Review Tech USA, that way that's fine. But don't ask for money because you're having struggles. One time in the past before, I wanted to get a camera way back, I'm talking, God, 2013, and I didn't have the money for it back then.
I remember this situation.
You know what?
I definitely remember this situation that he's talking about, and it was with one other person. Now, if you've been on YouTube long enough, and if you know about the situation, you know the person that I'm talking about that was involved on that situation. And in fact, these two guys were supposed to have a debate. Now, I'm not going to name the name because that's not really needed, but for any of you that have been to YouTube this long, subscribe to Review Tech USA, and also watch this other person, you know what I'm talking about.
2020, I would have never done it. I would have never done it. Don't ask your audience for anything, even with that camera. Now, admittedly, that's a little bit different because I was asking for a product for the show, but I'm not a fan of crowdfunding. I had a Patreon for a while when the adpocalypse was at its worst, and let me tell you something, it did help, man. That helped me keep afloat with the rent when I was renting an office before I made this studio in my house. But even then, that caused drama too. I'm not a fan of crowdfunding in that sense. I just, when you ask for money, especially when it's a personal financial problem that has nothing to do with your business, it becomes a big problem. You're behind.
It's a big risk, having your fans, donate to you. And then what they donated doesn't really be utilized in the right way. And especially, when certain YouTubers, get money, but they're not getting enough money, so then they start complaining to their fans. There's been plenty of YouTubers that have done that thing, that I'm talking about, to where, they're getting, support from their fans, but the content creator thinks that he's not getting enough support, to where he could pay his bills or, pay his taxes or, try to pay an internet bill, whatever. There's certain people out there that have done that, so,
and on your mortgage payment, that's something for you to deal with, not your audience. So keep your damn personal financial issues to yourself. It's a gray area if you're looking to crowdfund for maybe a piece of equipment for the show or something like that. But like I said, even with myself, if I'm at a point where
it's a risk. I agree with you, Tech. It is definitely a risk.
And I don't think I would, to be quite
honest. It's definitely a risk.
I would look for
definitely
financial revenue stream, because it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
It always puts like a chink in your...
Find another hustle, get another job, stuff like that, basically.
Channel's reputation and a chink in your channel's armor, if that makes any sense. Now this one, number 3, I used to be super guilty of. Fighting with people on social media. Whether they have valid criticisms or they don't. I used to just sit there for sometimes, like laying in bed at night after my day was done, and my fiance was sleeping, and just fight with people on Twitter that were saying stupid crap to me. Why? And here is the thing. Even if you're right, it doesn't matter if you're wrong or you say something stupid. When you do that, especially if it's trolls, I'm not saying, look, people have the right to criticize you, but if it's trolls looking to get you, like, hyped up and freaked out and make you say something stupid, they will forever screen cap what you wrote and use it again.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. For me, I don't really get into any social media fights on Twitter or anything like that. I just post what I post and I just move on. I just post a link saying, like, hey, I made a new video today, or showcasing that I got a new game or whatever. But other than that, I don't really be into the whole console war, Twitter, war, beef, whatever. It's not really worth it. And even if you're right, too, as well, like, what are you gaining when you are right? Like, really, what are you gaining? And he's right, when it comes to trolls, they're going to use that against you, Trolls like to bait content creators to do, to get them screwed up. They like to bait them to do the scrutiny. Or basically this saying, misery loves company.
Against you. Use social media as a business platform.
Use social media as a promotional tool for your videos as well.
Maybe once in a while now on Twitter I'll retweet a joke from somebody. Like I didn't end up doing it. I was going to tweet a joke from Alana Pierce recently that I thought something she said was funny. But generally it's just, hey guys, I'm building a computer. What games? Because I'm still doing the benchmarks on that. What games do you want to see in the budget build I put together? The video I just made where I filmed me putting the computer together from scratch. What games you want to see benchmark? Oh, look, here's a new video. Oh, look, here's a new video. That's it on Twitter. I see people.
Also, too, use social media to tell people about the updates of like video production or what videos are you making, or give them a little sneak peek of what your next video is going to be on YouTube.
People still trying to troll me, I just ignore it, and I used to not
Exactly, ignore it. Exactly.
What they said and try to counter it. These people don't care. They just want to make you look like an idiot. And again, I'm not talking valid.
They just want to make your YouTube career, you know, go downward instead of upward.
Criticisms with the trolls coming at you who incessantly reply to everything you say and say negative things. Just block them or mute them on Twitter or on other social media platforms. You sitting there engaging with them is only hurting your reputation, and it's hurting your brand. I'm not even just talking about YouTube, anything. If you run a mom and pop shop, if you run a deli down the street that's popular, and you have people that are just pissed off customers because you want to give them a sandwich for free, who decide to go, because they have no life, decide to go on your deli's Twitter every day and say nasty things to you. Don't engage with them. Block them. Move on with your day. It took me literally until 2018 to learn to do that. And someone else had to tell me, because I'm a stubborn dumbass. Don't hurt your brand because of trolls, because that's what they want. And if you keep feeding them and giving them the platform,
you know, especially, you know, in this community right here, you know, a lot of people have to realize that they're keeping the trolls entertained. You know, people have to realize that you're just feeding into the trolls. You're just giving them ammo. You're just giving them entertainment. You're just giving them, you know, stuff that they can use to their advantage to take down your YouTube career.
Platform where you're paying attention to them, they're getting the attention they want, and it hurts your brand, and you're feeding them and giving them exactly what they're looking for, attention, so people pay attention to them. It does nothing for you, and it does everything for them, and that is how you could destroy your YouTube channel and your reputation, just like that. I'm lucky I still have one with how much of a dumbass I was. Learn from me. It took me a long time. If you're looking to
I'm going to keep that in mind. I am going to keep that in mind, Review Tech. I'm going to keep that in mind.
That's probably almost the most important piece of advice I could give you here. Don't engage with the trolling. Just ignore it and move on with your day, and just use social media platforms to promote your business.
Exactly.
Number 4,
good point, Review Tech. Good point.
I was very guilty of.
Make videos refuting accusations against you. Now, again, gray area. I'm not talking about valid criticisms, okay? Even them, just, you know, look, okay, that person had a totally valid criticism. Move on with your day and watch their video and learn from it. Say, hey, that person's right. I made a stupid mistake. I'm going to change and learn and be better, because that person pointed out something that's very true about me. But I used to make videos. Oh, God. I used to make videos when trolls that I know were known trolls would make accusations against me. And even if I had valid evidence proving what they were saying was wrong, it put a spotlight on them, and people were like, for Rich to even be responding to this, maybe their criticism is valid. When even though it wasn't, I was the one accelerating the drama by refuting it. And then it would turn into a gigantic shit show. Don't do it.
Sometimes it's just best to ignore the trolls. Sometimes it's just best to not respond to those types of people, because those types of people are the type of people that will use what you have to say against you, you know, basically screw up your YouTube career.
Even if I know it's frustrating, man, when people say stupid things about you that you know are not true. But you sitting there and accelerating the drama by fighting about it on your channel does absolutely nothing for you except hurt your reputation. Trust me, I know. It almost killed my YouTube career by constantly engaging with these idiots. Ignore it. If it's valid criticism, not from a troll, learn from it and say, hey, you know what? I know better now. I'm going to not do that anymore. That person's right. And just move on. Don't address it. Don't make a big show out of it. Just don't make videos about it. You just learn from it, be better, and make better content. That's the thing you should focus on.
There's a difference between trolling and valid criticism. There's definitely a difference. And Review Tech USA, you definitely are making a lot of good points right now. You definitely are.
Focus on engaging with people who just want to cut you down. And again, I'm not talking about people who make videos with valid criticism. That's a totally different thing than trolls just making videos trying to make you look bad.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, don't engage with it. Just move on from it. Be better, and just keep focusing on what you do on your YouTube channel. Now, this does not apply to, this is number 5, this doesn't apply to actual political channels. It's their job to talk about politics. Posting your political opinions on social media, if you're not a political channel like I'm not, is stupid. I used to do this all the time, and to be honest with you, the reason why I think I had a crap ton of trolls is because here is the thing. I used to not shut up about politics. I'm reviewed.
Daddy's just gonna look for a promo code.
An ad. Oh crap. Okay, let me skip that. Let me skip that.
Tech USA. Why am I incessantly? There's still occasionally once in a while, like if politics come into video games, where then I will discuss it.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to be like secular talk, and I'm not secular talk. I'm Review Tech USA, constantly posting about.
People would think Review Tech USA would be, talking about technology, video games and stuff like that. You don't really think of Review Tech USA as a social commentator. Like, you really just don't. So, and that's just me. I'm not trying to take shots at Review Tech USA. He can do what he wants with his channel. I mean, it's his channel. But that's just me. Like, I think of Review Tech USA as a guy that likes to talk about technology and, video games and all that stuff.
About politics. Fighting with people who, not fighting, but if people said really nasty things to me who disagreed with me, I would go back and forth with them. Especially if you're not a political channel, people don't want it. Politics rile people up. It doesn't matter.
Yes, politics do rile people up.
If you have a very conservative viewpoint or a very progressive viewpoint, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat,
or if you're even in the middle,
it doesn't matter if you're a centrist. People are always on any part of the political spectrum are going to disagree with you, and for some reason, especially with politics, if people disagree with you, not only do they disagree with you, they end up hating you, because people on all parts of the political spectrum, there's fanatics.
Yeah.
And if you start preaching about politics, especially if you're not a political channel, you are going to garner a huge base of haters that will despise you, and will they'll troll you times 10.
Yep.
Especially if you're not like I said, political channels don't count. That's what they do for a living. It's like telling Secular Kyle from Secular Talk, or David Pakman, or Steve Crowder,
or the Rubin Report,
not to talk about politics, or Ben Shapiro.
Yeah,
that's what they do for a living. They kind of have to talk about politics. But if you're not a political channel, shut up. Because if you don't,
sometimes it's just best to stay away from the politics. Sometimes it's just for the best. Sometimes, bring your political view, especially when it's an extreme political view, or even in the middle, like center. It could kill your YouTube career, or you could be blacklisted as far as YouTube goes.
It's going to be used against you, and that could destroy your channel too. That hurt my channel for a very long time, because I didn't learn to shut my mouth until, again, someone outside of me, because I'm a stubborn idiot, told me, shut up about it, Rich. I'm telling you. It almost destroyed my YouTube channel as well. How I still have a friggin' YouTube channel is beyond me. I almost destroyed my YouTube channel 37 times. And number 6, this is an important one too. Okay? When you consider people with valid criticisms trolls, and a perfect example of someone who had valid criticisms against Boogie2988 is Alan from Everyday Damn Fitness. Now, Boogie a while back, and Boogie, man, and Steve, I'm sorry to bring you into this again, but it's the best example I could think of, and I think you should listen to Alan's words. Boogie had a live stream where he was saying he was happy being 350 pounds, and if he only had another 10 years to live, he was okay with that, because it would be a happy 10 years, which I agree with Alan. Boogie, it wouldn't be, because I'm 273 right now, and I feel a hell of a lot better than even when I did at 350. You would feel even better, dude, and you would live a lot longer. You should want to live more than 10 years. But that's a perfect example of a person who has Alan from Everyday Fitness he was 110% in the right for making that video. That is a valid criticism. And that is not a troll. That is a person, like, look, with the things that Boogie were saying or in that live stream were alarming to me. Boogie, you should want to live more than 10 years. You should want to be lighter than 350 pounds. I know you've been through a lot, and I'm not just looking to drag you under the mud again, but you are a perfect example of, it's easy to brush off criticism like that, valid criticism, which Alan from Everyday Fitness, like, I can't stress enough how valid his video, and he had every right to make it. It's easy to brush it off and say, oh, it's a troll because you just don't want to hear it. Sometimes people, look, we're in the public eye, okay? And we have to learn. It's a gray area and it's an art. We have to learn the difference between a troll and the difference between someone who is saying something because we genuinely are screwing up or making the wrong choices or said something stupid in our YouTube videos. Alan from Everyday Damn Fitness, hope I got his name.
I'm gonna mention his name, John Oz. He's a supporter of mine, a subscriber, and he told me in one of my Mandy Plays response videos that was a little bit, too rough or a little bit disrespectful, and that is an example right there of valid criticism. And it made me go back and rewatch my own video, and it made me thought, I can definitely see what he is, saying.
Name right. He says it so fast, sometimes I can't understand it. He was in the right for making that video. He was making valid criticisms against you, and it's genuine concern. I watched this whole video. He's not sitting there saying, oh, you're a bad person, or oh, you're this and you're that, and you suck because you failed at losing weight. No, he's genuinely, you saying that you're looking forward to the twilight of your life, even if you only have 10 years left because it's too stressful to live, it's not something you should be saying, Boogie. And Alan, again, had every right to make that video. That's valid criticism. My point being is that if there are valid critics out there of dumb things that you're doing, and you just, I'm going to brush them off as trolls, that's not good either. Not everyone who criticizes you is a troll. And if you think with that mindset, that's also going to destroy your YouTube channel as well. And the reason I used that, because I couldn't think of a better example of valid criticism against another YouTuber than Alan from Everyday Damn Fitness criticizing Boogie. Because Boogie, to be honest with you, he was right, man. You needed it. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are my 6 key points that if you want to ruin your YouTube career, do exactly what I said here. Do the exact 6 things I said here. If you don't want to ruin your YouTube career and you don't want to make some of the same damn dumb choices that I made, luckily I learned just in time to stop making them to save my YouTube career, do the exact opposite of these 6 key points that I brought up. Because people come to YouTube to be entertained by you, to escape their problems, to see someone who's more even-keeled. And if you come to them and give and show your problems to them and give them more drama in their lives, they're just going to eventually step away.
Yeah.
It may pique people's interest at first because people love a train wreck.
People love drama. People just love drama regardless of what community you go to. Especially in this, gaming community, it can be very, very toxic. Very, very toxic. And let me say this before I, press play on the video. I made a review of Review Tech a long time ago. I think it was sometime in 2016 or 2017. And I was way younger back then. I said Review Tech USA, but yeah, he doesn't review tech, stuff like that. But my opinion has kind of changed of Review Tech USA. He's been, been making better quality, videos like this. I feel like they are very informative and educational. So I don't have a problem with Review Tech USA personally or anything like that. In fact, I like this video. I think this is a good video out there to be showcased with new YouTubers and YouTubers that are on the come up. In fact, I think YouTube should use this video. That's what I think, but that's just me.
But they don't like a train wreck every single day.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Exactly.
Firsthand.
Not every video needs to be about drama. Not every video needs to be about drama. And people are going to get tired of drama eventually. You know it. Everyone knows it, in this, especially in this community. Drama is going to get tiring. And people are going to wonder about you as a content creator. What are you going to do now? What content are you going to make now? I mean, the drama train as far as views go has, gone down. So, what are you going to do, content creator? What the heck are you going to do to keep me on your channel and actually keep me from unsubscribing from your channel?
This is Richard, Review Tech USA, signing out. Have a good one.
Good video, Review Tech. Good video, Review Tech USA. You made a freaking actual good video. Good job. Good job. But yeah, that was my video reaction of Review Tech USA's video. This is how to ruin your YouTube career. It was a good video. I'm gonna hit the like button. And yeah, what do you guys think of this video? If any of you guys are, trying to be a YouTuber or are a YouTuber in the up and coming, watch this video. Actually watch this video. It's a good, informative video of what not to do while you're having a good YouTube career. But yeah, hit that notification bell. Hit that like button. And also to hit the notification bell to, be notified for future Live on Casein videos and future Live on Casein live streams. I should have said that the first time that I said hit the notification bell, but I don't know. I decided to say it now. But thank you. Bye and peace.